Welcome to Folktales of Africa. This is a story about Patricia. Let's listen to Patricia. Hi, I am Patricia. My story is a peculiar one. I was married to 5.5 husbands. Stay tuned. You will hear my story and learn one or two things. See you in the story. Once upon a time, there lived a young woman named Patricia. She was known for her grace, kindness, and captivating smile. She had a unique story, one that made her the talk of the town. You see, Patricia had been married 5 times, and she was currently in a rather peculiar situation with her 6th husband. He was her half-husband. Patricia's 5 marriages had all ended in various ways, be it divorce or the passing of her husbands. She had always been a loving and committed partner, but life seemed to have other plans for her. Each husband brought their own set of joys, challenges, and Patricia had learned valuable lessons from each relationship. Patricia's first husband, James, was a charming man she met in college. They were both literature lovers, bonding over their shared love for books and poetry. Their romance began in the college library, where they often get lost in discussion about their favorite authors. After graduating, they decided to tie the knot in a small intimate ceremony, surrounded by only close friends and family. The early years of their marriage were filled with adventures of authors and books they read about, and they had deep conversations about the book they adored. However, as time passed, they realized that their career aspirations were pulling them in different directions. Patricia dreamt of becoming a teacher to inspire others with her love for literature, while James saw a future in the publishing world. Their conflicting career goals started to strain their relationship. Their once harmonious discussion turned into arguments about whose career should take priority. Resentment built up, and the love that had brought them once together before was now overshadowed by their disputes. Eventually, they decided to divorce, recognizing that their different ambition had created an unbridgeable gap between them. In the end, Patricia and James parted ways, each pursuing their different careers, but carrying in them the memory of a love that had been sparkled in the quiet corner of a college library. Let's meet Robert, Patricia's second husband. Robert was a very wealthy man. They first met at a glamorous charity gala. Patricia was drawn to Robert's charm and sophistication, but what truly won her heart was his genuine kindness and generosity. Their romance blossomed in the world of opulence, with romantic evenings in upscale restaurants, luxurious vacations to exotic destinations, and extravagant gifts that left Patricia feeling like the luckiest woman in the world. When Robert asked her to be his wife, she wholeheartedly agreed. Patricia was now living a fairy tale life she had never imagined. However, their marriage was faced with an unexpected twist when Robert's once flourishing business empire crumbled due to the series of financial setbacks and economic downturns. He lost not only his wealth, but also his pride and self-esteem. The man who had been in the picture of success now found himself drowning in debt and despair. The weight of his financial failure took a toll on Robert's mental and emotional well-being. He became a depressed and broken man, unable to cope with the stark constraint between his past and present. Robert's depression manifested in erratic mood swings, outbursts of anger, and a growing reliance on alcohol as a means to numb his pain. Their once loving relationship began to erode as the man Patricia had fallen in love now seemed to vanish before her. Patricia would console herself with her dog Max. he became her only companion in times of need. As the distance between them widened, Robert's self-destructive behavior spiraled out of control. One fateful night, in a fit of a drunken despair, he made a reckless decision to drive under the influence of alcohol. The result was a tragic car accident that claimed his life, leaving Patricia to grapple with the pain of losing not only her husband, but also the love they had once shared. Michael, Patricia's third husband, was a gentle soul with deep love for animals. Their story began when Patricia, her beloved dog Max, became seriously ill. Desperate to save Max's life, Patricia rushed him to the nearest local veterinary clinic. That was where she met Michael. Michael had a compassionate demeanor, and this attracted Patricia towards him. As Max, the dog health improved under Michael's care, Patricia found herself drawn more and more to this kind veterinary doctor. Their conversation shifted from being solely about Max the dog treatment to more personal matters, and then they discovered that they shared a profound love for animals, and their connection grew stronger and stronger with each visit to the clinic. When the time came to tie the knots, Patricia and Michael decided to have a warm and simple wedding in an animal shelter where they volunteered. Surrounded by the wagging tails and purring cats, they exchanged their vows, pledging their love for each other. The early years of their marriage was filled with joy and contentment. They enjoyed life. But life had other plans for them. Patricia's career took on a new turn. She was offered a very nice salary, apartment, and other opportunities, and these made Patricia to choose between her marriage and this mouth-watering job. Reluctantly, Patricia decided to accept this job at the expense of her marriage. Her husband was not happy at all with the choice that she had made. She suggested that she and her husband move to the town where she was offered the job, but he refused. As such, they had to maintain a long-distance relationship in their marriage, and this put a strain on their relationship, which ended up in divorce again. Let's meet Patricia's fourth husband, David. David was a talented artist who expressed the world's beauty through his remarkable painting. Their love story began at one of David's art exhibitions, where Patricia herself, an art enthusiast, found herself captivated by his work. David's painting spoke to her soul. Each stroke of the brush was telling a story, and each color revealed emotions that resonated deep within her. She had never seen art that spoke to her so profoundly. After the exhibition, Patricia had the chance to meet David and discuss his works, and their connection was instantaneous. David was not just a brilliant artist, but also a kind and gentle soul, and Patricia felt a magnetic pull towards him, and so also David. Their relationship blossomed as they spent hours in art galleries discussing painting and other things they loved about arts. David's studio became a sanctuary for their budding love, filled with the aroma of oil paints and the magic of artistic expression. Their wedding was a beautiful one. They exchanged their vow in the charming art gallery, surrounded by vibrant colors of David's painting. The guests marveled at how their love story seemed to be a masterpiece in the making. For a time, their marriage was a testament of the power of love and art. They collaborated on different projects. But David had a bigger project where he had to collaborate with other artists to showcase their work. In one of these exhibitions, he met a very beautiful young girl with whom he was attracted to, and then he began a secret relationship with her. Eventually, Patricia found out about this affair. She was so sad and shattered by this breakup. As such, they separated their ways, and David went with his new muse, leaving Patricia heartbroken. Williams, Patricia's fifth husband, was a successful businessman. She met him also at an expensive charity gala. His generosity and commitment to philanthropy appealed to Patricia. Immediately, it didn't take a while, they got married. Their wedding was grand and lavish, reflecting William's wealth and status. They enjoyed a luxurious lifestyle for a while, traveling to so many places and enjoying their company. But their marriage was going to stand the test of time. David had always wanted a child so fast, and this was one of the reasons he married Patricia. But Patricia was not anywhere near pregnant in the last 1 year of their marriage. This made David very hostile, rude, and sometimes belittled Patricia. Patricia felt overshadowed by David's behavior towards her, and this led to their eventual separation. Throughout her journey, Patricia experienced the up and down of marriage, and each relationship taught her the valuable lesson about love, compassion, and self-discovery. Now, let's talk about her sixth husband, or a half-husband. Henry was not like any of Patricia's previous husbands. He was not a typical romantic partner. She met him at a local charity event where they both volunteered. He was a delightful person with a wonderful sense of humor, but there was a twist to their relationship. Patricia and Henry had decided not to get married formally. Instead, they refer to each other as half spouses. This decision of not to get married was influenced by her previous marriages where she had to separate or break up or divorce her husband. As such, she didn't want to get married again. She had experienced both the joys and heartache that came with each of her previous marriages. But their marriage stood the test of time. Patricia and Henry lived happily together, sharing their lives, their dreams, their adventure without any legal entanglement of marriage. They enjoyed the freedom of being half spouses to each other, but they respected and loved each other. This unconventional arrangement raised eyebrows in the small town where they lived, but Patricia and Henry paid no attention to the gossip and judgment. As the years passed, Patricia and Henry created a life full of love, laughter, and cherished memories. They had children and they supported each other through thick and thin, celebrating their victories and consoled each other in times of sorrow. As at today, they had lived for over 20 years and still counting, never regretting their love for each other. Their love was a testament to the fact that a strong, fulfilling partnership didn't necessarily require a marriage certificate. Patricia's story of her 5.5 husband became a tale of wisdom and resilience and unconventional love. This story teaches us that Patricia's and Henry's unconventional half-marriage challenges societal norms, highlighting the possibility of finding fulfillment outside traditional expectations. It also teaches us that relationships are complex. It shows us the intricate nature of relationship, with each teaching her a unique lesson about love and partnership. If you have enjoyed our story, please support us by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. We will see you in the next story.